Finally, we see the gang reunited once more. Finally, it was long awaited. But was it any good? Did I enjoy this season? Did I enjoy this episode, the final episode? I'll do a 2-in-1 here, season recap and the final episode recap. But did I enjoy the season finale? Did I enjoy the season overall? In my opinion, this episode was not as good as episode 6. Nonetheless, I really enjoy it, mostly for the visuals, but also because we get to see some closures of some stories. Now, I'm just a normie, and I haven't read the books. I do know that there's a difference between the books and the television series. I also know that certain characters were written off already in the books, and the showrunners decided to keep them on for whatever reason. Throughout this season, I felt like certain characters were underused. And by that, I mean we got to see some glimpses of these characters, but the story kind of felt like it was just festering, it was just rehashing. It wasn't going nowhere. We were watching like 10, 15 minutes of a character and not really knowing where this is going. So in that sense, I was happy that their story, their arc this season kind of came to fruition, if we want to put it that ways. There was a beginning and middle and end to their arcs. Although, like I said, some of them kind of felt like they were dragging on. Not having read the books, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know why we were just showing these 10 minutes of this character per episode. All my little nitpickings with the storytelling nullified by the spectacular visuals. Every time I would hit a hiccup in a series, the next scene would just blow me away, and I got dragged into this story. I got dragged into this series. Obviously, they concentrated on certain characters and their story arc, and the ones that they did decide to concentrate on, I am really amazed at how the actors executed the scenes. Yes, I'm surprised as well. Going into this season, I thought it would actually be worse than the first season, and yet they made it absolutely better than the first. Some characters are going to have to live with their decisions. They've had to struggle. It changed their essence, their core being of these characters. And I'm anxious to see where this is heading. It did not finish without a cliffhanger. Now, this cliffhanger, I don't know what it's setting up. Like I said, I have no expectations. I am a normie. I'm just watching this. But as soon as we get rid of one baddie, seems to be like there's another baddie ready to show up. Overall, my impressions of this season, it is a must watch. If you like fantasy, overall this season did it for me, meaning that as a fantasy series, it was fantastic to watch. I like the story, I like the characters, I like where this is going, and it's not perfect, but compared to the other series we've had, such as The Witcher or The Rings of Power, come on, let's face it, this is as good as it gets now. And having said that, it is actually good. But that's just my opinion. Let me know yours in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.